pain of discipline, the pain of regret, the pain of discipline only weighs ounces. It's temporary. But the pain of regret weighs tons, and it tends to be permanent.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Friends with Businesses, where I introduce you to my friends with businesses, and I know you're going to benefit. Today, I got my man. We go back over 20 years to high school, Parkdale High School, Mr. Dauda Bangura. We call him Junior. Some folks call him Coach. Known him for a minute, football star, went to school, played football. Now he's in the fitness. He's done an entrepreneur as well as a personal trainer, helped build other people's businesses. And today we're going to talk about something very, very, very important because, so many people lose their lives while trying to gain money. Mm-hmm. And one of the ways they do that is not being in shape. As you see, this is the first episode that I actually have on our merch, the Friends with Businesses merch right here.
Hey, I need a shirt.
I've got you. It's a dry fit shirt on purpose. You see what I'm saying? I didn't get a regular cut because I need to be able to get out, run, walk, do all this type of stuff, not just promote myself, but also making sure that I'm getting myself in shape. So today we're going to talk about fitness for entrepreneurs in particular. Those people who are in business, because we know that it's a struggle sometimes. We got this job, that job, all these things we're trying to do. Our schedules aren't even our own, but it's important that we do take care of our bodies. It's some call it our temple. We call it the temple of God. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself, tell the folks about you, all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. Well, first, before I introduce myself, Carl, I definitely want to, like I said, I already kind of gave it back to you before the recording, but I'll do it again. I just want to thank you for creating this platform. I know you're passionate about just exposing the world to a lot of the gifts and talents that people possess. So to make that connection is very, very fruitful. Hopefully it's very beneficial to a lot of people that come across this information. But again, I thank you, brother. I thank you. And I can't wait to come back. Definitely can't wait to come back.
So like I said, yeah, but talk about yourself. You're going to have to come back because I got a challenge for you.
All right, bet. You're going to have me come back. So like you said, I go a lot of different aliases. My full name is Dauda Bangura Jr. I am a junior, hence the reason why Carl knows me as Junior. A lot of people that grew up with me, my school days, etc. My clients, whether they're my personal training clients or my business partners in another business, they call me Coach B, Coach Bangura. So, I'm really deep down and dirty in the health and wellness field. I come from an athletic background, as you already know, Carl. Parkdale High School, PHS. Back in high school, middle school, etc. And I never really got away from fitness per se. I was always playing sports. Obviously, I went to James Madison and transferred to Bowie State, but I played football there as well, which still allowed me to lift weights, work out, run, etc. But I just, I guess I just became an addict over the years. I became an addict over the years till after me playing football, leaving college, I never stopped working out. And I was able to quickly recognize the benefits of working out, how it made me feel, my mindset, etc. So I'm definitely excited to share a lot of information with everybody on this podcast. But that's pretty much where my background stems from. Grew up in this area, PG County, in the DMV area, my whole entire life. My parents are from West Africa, Sierra Leone. I always tell people my parents did not come to this country for me to be average. One of the reasons why I move the way I move, I work the way I work, and try my best to add as much value to people's lives. So hopefully I gave you enough about my background.
Yeah, man, most definitely. Now, how long have you been a full-time entrepreneur?
Full-time entrepreneur. Pretty much since 2012. 2012.
Yeah, so we got it about the same time.
Yeah. Prior to that, I was, I was teaching at Woodrow Wilson High School, teaching biology, and I was a football coach there as well. And then gave me an opportunity to help people, train kids, football, coach, teach, etc. But I actually stopped teaching year 8 because I just got tired of that emotional roller coaster, that financial emotional roller coaster. doing the same thing every single day. You try to do your best, etc. But every 2 weeks, that check is the same. And I got tired of having too much month left at the end of my check, if that made any sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
My past officer said, "Are you tired of having more month left than money left at the end of the month?"
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing about us. And that's kind of where I want to go into it, because one of the reasons that we get into entrepreneurship is to be able to take control of our lives, right?
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, for many of us, there's a part of that we lose. So talk about how you as an entrepreneur, of course you said you got addicted to it and you love it, but how you make it a part of your lifestyle, number one, how do you do that?
So first of all, I know the topic is, fitness and entrepreneurship and why fitness should be important for entrepreneurs. But in my opinion, and it's so crazy because I literally had this conversation about 5:30 this morning with a couple of my clients. I believe that fitness should be the foundation and the catalyst for everybody, no matter what you're doing, whether you're an entrepreneur, you're a 9-to-5er, whatever the case, stay at home mom, dad, or whatever the case may be. In my opinion, the highest top priority in everybody's life is, God or your relationship with the higher being, who that person or that spirit may be, and then, your health. Mm-hmm. So back to your question, how I'm able to tie two together. For me, it became an easy transition because, like I said, I cannot remember when working out, health and wellness, fitness was not a part of my life. I was always playing sports growing up, things like that. So that was always there. And as it relates to the entrepreneurship, that really stemmed from my why, the type of lifestyle I wanted to have, financial, time, freedom, etc. So I kind of just smashed both of them together. And as I smashed both of them together, automatically me becoming an entrepreneur exposed to me why fitness, eating right, your health is even more important. And this is why I say that. Obviously, so I think it's a trade-off. Obviously, when you have a 9-to-5 job, there's someone telling you when you have to come to work, when you vacation, when you don't do too much thinking. You just got to do. It's someone else doing the thinking for you. And then on the flip side of that, as an entrepreneur, you're doing all of the thinking. You're doing all of the brain work. You're doing all of the execution. You're doing all of the performance, especially if you're a one-man band, so to speak. So with that being said, it becomes more difficult to effectively accomplish those tasks. And it's a saying that I always say, it's damnly impossible for anybody to continuously, that's the key word, continuously execute and perform better than you feel, meaning that you're going to perform how you feel. So if your health is not where it needs to be, if you don't have energy, it's hard for you to have that mental clarity. It's hard for you to control your emotions because, an entrepreneurship is not a straight line. Oh my God. It's down, level. Sometimes you think you're going forward, and I realize you're going backwards. You know what I mean? Right. So in my experience, living a fit lifestyle, and fit doesn't necessarily mean just working out. Being fit is not just looking the part, but being able to execute your cardiovascular endurance, your cardiovascular strength, things like that. So when you do that, it does a lot for your energy, it does a lot for your spirit, it does a lot for your mental focus and your mental clarity to be able to handle the trials, the tribulations, the ups and downs that comes with every entrepreneur process, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So it got to the point really quick. I realized, I need this. I need this. So I preach it to my business partners and my other company because there's a lot, especially when you're dealing with other people and their emotions. Living a fit lifestyle definitely helps with that. So, for example, not to really ramble on, but I want to kind of just throw this out there.
No, I'm listening.
I can quickly tell the difference in my daily performance when I get up in the morning, drinking my water, I go for my run, I work out, I get all out my system, I feel good. Now I'm prepared to really knock out the day and perform at a high level. But when I don't work out, if I'm not eating right, if I don't run, I'm a little more lethargic. I'm more likely and willing to say, okay, I need to do A, B, and C, but I get to it later. And I get to it tomorrow. Or I can see that difference. I can feel that difference. So once I was able to make that connection, I'm like, no, get my workout in, run, eat right, etc. Because this is your body, this is your vehicle, and God is only going to give you one vehicle. And like I said, unlike 9 to 5 entrepreneurship, for most people, you're the one-man band. You gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do here, you got this, and your vehicle has to be at its best, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, I agree. Now, me, for a minute I was working out with Rob, quarterback, Parkdale. I keep everything in the family. That's what I do.
Shout out to Rob.
Indeed. And we was going, we was going hard, and I was at 3-4 times a week. And I lost about 50 pounds. I was in the best shape of my life, bruh. I mean, I looked in the mirror like, what is this really? Is this really Carl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then COVID happened. I hate to blame COVID, but I was in a routine. I was disciplined. I'm be honest with you. There was not one time that I actually wanted to go to the gym. I'm gonna keep it. It was like, yo, I could do something. I got work to do. I mean, it was
now,
like,
let's talk about this, because this is big.
Yeah. I never wanted to go, but once I got there, I was there. And I was, you're like, look, all right, you on the treadmill, you on this, you on that, you lifting, you doing all this kind of stuff. And but what I also learned was every coach needs a coach. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can help people build their businesses, but I tried to work out by myself during COVID. It did not work. It did not. Like, I was able to maintain for a minute, but then after a while, I stopped. Because what I learned also is when I work out, I eat better. It's not the other way around.
You just hit the nail on the head, man. You really, really hit the nail on the head. Like you said, every coach needs a coach. And it reminds me of a saying, every coach does need a coach, because it's almost impossible for you to see the entire picture when you're in the frame, especially if you're not an expert in that particular area, if that makes sense. Like even myself, I'm very, very knowledgeable in fitness, nutrition, working out, etc. But when I get ready for shows, bodybuilding shows, I got a coach. I got a trainer who's leading me. So you're absolutely right. But you also touched on something that's very, very big, very big. And I there's a lot of people that experience this. You said something. You said, I am not motivated.
But I want people to see. I want you to talk through what I'm about to show on the screen.
Okay.
So if you keep watching the screen, you're gonna see something change. But I want people to see that you ain't new to this. You true to this. All right.
My man. Yeah, okay. So you said something like most people are not. You said, well, you didn't say most people, said you. Namely, almost every time you go to the gym, you're not motivated to work out. And there's so many people that say, I just need to find motivation. I get motivation. And in my opinion, I'm like, F motivation. I would curse, but I want to kind of keep this,
Thank you. I appreciate it. So I got to edit it in post.
Forget motivation. That's what F stands for. Forget, not the other word. But yes, forget motivation. Because at the end of the day, once you actually go to the gym and you start to lift heavy weights, oh, trust me, motivation may not even walk in the gym with you. Motivation is, oh, this is too much. I'm staying in the car. I'm going home. So the point that I'm trying to make is, and shout out to Carl, because he's the one that actually took these pictures. Yes, sir, my man. But yes, so motivation. I tell people motivation is down the line. You kind of spoke on that. You don't feel like working out. But when you work out and you consistently work out, you tend to run into motivation. And what I mean by that, you start to notice how you feel. I feel good. I feel better. I'm more able to control my emotions. I'm looking good. And then you get to the point to where you're looking in the mirror and say, oh my God, is that Carl? Is that me? Now you're ready. You're even more motivated, inspired to go to the gym to dominate that body, to get a little better, to change your physique. So yeah, so motivation, at best, is a starter emotion and it's an elevator emotion because it comes and goes. So I tell people, don't wait for motivation, because if you're waiting to be motivated to get things done, you're not going to accomplish anything, because most of the time, you're not going to feel like working out. And I'm right there with you. I didn't feel like working out this morning. I didn't feel like doing an hour cardio, but I did it anyway because I know it has to be done. I have goals and I want my physique to look a certain type of way. I want my health to be at a certain type of level. Those are some dope picks.
Yeah, bro. I'll tell you, man, those things right there, they stand out, man. And I think they can be motivation for anybody, man. Because, like as we talked, you talked about your journey, how you started this in high school, right? In high school I was playing drums. I wasn't on the football team, all type of stuff. I was in the band, all that stuff. Went to college, Didn't play sports there because that's when I finally found out I was short, right? You know, like I didn't know I was short in high school. You know, I hung out with like Jason. Yeah. You know, I went to you know, at Parkdale, I'm hanging out with, you know, Ricky Shields, Jason Crawford, Roosevelt. They 6'5".
Everybody over 6'3".
They tall. So I'm like, right. But they superstar athletes. So I'm like, I'm supposed to be shorter than them. I went to school, found out everybody is taller than me. I'm like, it's cool, no big deal. But yeah, man. But so not everybody has. So you basically you've been in this for a while, right? Yeah. And so people may think that the only way to do it is to have already been doing it. But I want to say one thing I've noticed and I've seen what you do where you transform people.
Bruh.
Let's talk about that.
I'm literally starting something this week, and it's called Fit Over 40. Fit Over 40. And I was going to do it just for the fellas, but nah, I'm going to let everybody get some love for the females and the males. So Fit Over 40. And the reason why I'm coming over Fit Over 40, there are so many people that believe the number, your age is more than a number. Oh, I'm too old. I'm 40 years old. I'm 45. I can't get in shape. Yeah, I was in shape, but that's back in high school. My knees hurt. That's what they all go. My knees, and they start rubbing their knees.
I got that one.
Feeling any better. But so I'm doing. I have this platform, so I'm going to take about 10 people over 40 that's going to be willing to dedicate and commit their time towards the plan that I'm going to create. And together, we're going to work that plan. Is going to allow them to transform their bodies, because that's what I do. It's one thing to work out and train and, you know, work with a coach, but it's another thing to get results. I'm big on results. Yeah. And if I'm not getting results with my clients, then I'm not doing my job. Right. And some people may hear that, well, you know, everything is not on you because the client has to do the work. The client has to eat, which is absolutely right. But one of the reasons why we don't do what we have to do when we have to do it is simply because of this, the mindset. And that's where I come in. And that's why I don't call myself necessarily a personal trainer, but more so a coach, life coach, because I go out of my way to train the mind to develop a certain level of discipline, to understand that we all have two types of choices. You got the choice of pain, not the choice of pain, two types of pain choices. Let me slow down a little bit, which is the pain of regret and the pain of discipline. And most people choose.
Oh, wait, ho. You can't just say that and walk past it. You can't just say you got to slow that one down right there. Bro. That's the whole. Come on, man. Say that again.
Okay, again. So I guess I'm gonna back up a little bit. So it's so crazy. I talk this talk all the time, not to brag or anything like that, but I was just having a conversation with my clients this weekend. So I believe, I'm pretty sure everybody will agree, that out of all God's creations, we are the most impactful, the best creation out of eagles.
That's what it says.
Lions,
that's the word says. So yeah.
And what separates us from all God's creation is that we have the power of choice, free will. Like, for example, you can have a conversation with a goose and you can communicate and you can explain to that goose why they should stay here for the winter, and everything they need here for the winter is here, and they'll be in agreement. Okay, I'm chilling here for the winter. I'm chilling at your house, Carl. But as soon as winter comes, where do they go? South. They cannot help it. They cannot fight that whatever's in them that God put them that's going to make them fly south. We can fight it. We have the power of choice. So going down to two types of pains. You have two types. You have the pain of regret and then the pain of discipline. And because of our upbringing, the way we was taught, raised by our parents, the school system, etc., I can get a little deeper in that, but I'm going to stay right there on the surface. We tend to choose the wrong pain, which is the pain of regret. And I understand that type of pain, why we choose it. Because when you choose the pain of regret, it's followed by a feel-good emotion, a feel-good feeling. For example, I got this water bottle, and let's say here in this hand, I have some type of juice or soda. Now, I know I should be drinking the water, but I want the soda. So I choose the wrong pain. I choose the pain of regret. I'm drinking the soda. As soon as I drink it, my taste buds are tingling. It tastes good, etc. And if I stay down that path, keep drinking the wrong beverages, now what? It's going to show up my blood work, may become overweight, whatever the case may be. Versus me drinking the water, which is the pain of discipline. That's usually followed by blah, no type of feeling, or an uncomfortable feeling. unless obviously I just got finished running like 10 miles and I'm extra thirsty.
Right.
It's like soda. But that's the pain of discipline. And we choose the pain of discipline that's either followed by a non-good feeling, uncomfortable. You got to run. You got to wake up early. You got to not eat the pizza, eat the salad. So I get that. But the difference in the pain of discipline, the pain of regret, the pain of discipline only weighs ounces. It's temporary. But the pain of regret weighs tons and it tends to be permanent. So going back to fitness and nutrition and working out and I'm gonna tie it in with entrepreneurs. I get it. Entrepreneurs is not 9 to 5. It's wake up to go to sleep, especially if you're a true entrepreneur trying to really scale your business. So you got entrepreneurs that they're putting time in their business. They know they got to work out. They know they got to eat right. They know they should be exercising, etc. But for whatever reason, they do not do that. So they choose the pain of regret. They don't work out. But then down the line, God forbid, they're overweight, not feeling good in their body. And if they're anti-you when you saw yourself in the mirror. Like, oh my God, is that Carl? I can only imagine what that did for your confidence, for your spirit, the bounce in your step when you're out and about moving to people. Versus on the flip side of that, when you have the pain of regret, you're not feeling good in your body, you're second guessing yourself. It does a lot for your belief level, and that transitions into the choices you make and how you perform and execute. So so it all goes hand in hand as it relates to working out and fitness. But that's something that we all need to work on. Even myself, I didn't just come out like this. I had to really work on myself to develop the type of mindset to continuously choose the pain of discipline and not regret. And still some areas to where I got to work on. We're all beings of God. No one's perfect. So we're always going to be working on ourselves until we get put back into the earth.
Hey, yo, that was amazing right there. I'm gonna give it a buck. That was amazing. Like that's a bar. Just know I'm gonna give you credit for it, but you're gonna hear me talk about it.
No, definitely not talk about it. I'm pretty sure I stole it from somebody else.
Yeah, right. But nah, man, that's amazing right there. Because and you talked about something I wanted to hit on real briefly. Is when we talk about what we eat. Because it's not just about working out. They say, what is it, 90% is in the kitchen?
I say 80-20. The fitness 80-20. Working out part is only 20%.
Yeah, because you're not in the gym that long. I mean, there's some people in the gym rats in there all the time. But most people not spending more than an hour or two in the gym at most. So everything else is outside of that. Like I try my best, like I'm a snacker because I work the way that I work. I eat a meal, but like I'm gonna have me some snacks. What I had to do recently was I had to throw some stuff away, like just stop buying it. Like right now I ain't got no but cantaloupe and watermelon in my refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Right. I got 2 things of water that I'm doing with either water or coconut water to keep myself hydrated. But let's talk about that. When somebody is in the position where they make I'm my own boss. I make my own schedule. I make my own meals. I make my own everything. The only time I don't work is on Sabbath. If you were, what advice would you give to somebody like that? Number one, to eat right.
So this is a major topic, especially living in this country for obvious reasons. I'm gonna dig into it. And like you said, the fitness part is only 20%. 80% is nutrition. That's something I struggle with my clients. Because obviously, in the gym, we're only in there for an hour and I'm there, I'm leading the way, dictating what they do, etc. But I'm not in the house with you, seeing what's in your refrigerator. Right. It's so funny. One of my clients, I actually posted, I don't know if you saw this.
I saw it. I saw that.
So one of my clients, and my clients act like I don't follow them on social media. But one of my homegirls who I love, she actually went to Parkdale as well. She went to Parkdale. Graduated like 2 years after me, but or after us, should I say? But
I was ahead of you, so she might have been there.
She posted pancakes. She posted pancakes. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I was thinking about you when I posted it. Oh my God!" In my head, I'm like, "Girl, you wasn't thinking hard enough because I don't want you to eat pancakes." So it's tough. It's tough, but this is what people have to understand. The reason why nutrition, what you eat, is so important. The way you look, but more importantly, the way you feel, your immune system, your cardiovascular endurance, your cardiovascular strength, your willingness and ableness to fight off diseases, illnesses. It's a clear and direct reflection from what you eat,
Yeah.
from what nothing else. And how's the saying go? Uh, make food thy medicine, thy food. That is
Yeah.
so true. I had a thought this morning, or was it last night? Sometimes the days kind of blurring together. And I was going to post it on Facebook. I haven't taken medicine in over 15, maybe 20 years.
Wow.
Or should I say man-made medicine?
Yeah. Yeah.
The medicine I take is all in fruit, herbs, supplements, things like that. So your nutrition is very, very, very big. What you eat is very, very, very big. For example, you can be this gym addict, this gym rat. So, like you said, you're spending hours and hours in the gym. You're lifting everything, you're doing every exercise, but yet your diet is crap. You can still be unhealthy. Your body will still look like somebody who maybe work out muscles, but you have fat over top of muscles. You're not going to feel good. Your immune system is not going to be high, and you're going to be very susceptible to illnesses and diseases. On the flip side of that, let's say you never step foot in the gym. You never lift a freaking weight, but yet you're gung-ho on your diet. You're strict on what you put in your mouth, what you're consuming. You're eating your fruit. You're making sure it's seeded fruit. You're making sure you're taking in more alkaline plant-based products than acidic products, and you never step foot in the gym, you're going to lose weight. You're going to feel better. Your immune system is going to increase. Your cardiovascular endurance is going to increase. All of that is going to increase. And that's without even working out. I've seen people transform their body and their health without stepping foot in the gym. So that right there is just a clear example of why nutrition is super duper important. And a reason why a lot of us can't wrap my mind around that is because I'm just going to say it, this country don't teach nutrition.
Nah, it
With
doesn't.
all the GMO foods, genetically modified, lab-made foods, it is insane. And they want us to be ignorant and dependent when it comes to nutrition and food. Why? Because at the end of the day, they want us to make the wrong choice. Choice of regret.
And now you pay for regret.
We're diagnosed with something. And trust me, you can have everything you want in the world. 3 houses, mansions, cars, money, clothes, guy, all the girls. You're a girl, you're a main guy. You have plenty of guys. I don't care, whatever you want. You have all of that, but yet you're diagnosed with some type of illness. None of that's going to matter. None of that's going to matter. All you're going to care and think about is getting rid of what's in you, becoming healthier. So that's why it's so important. So, yeah, how does someone do that? Back to your original question, find somebody who's going to get in your head. Find somebody who's not scared to get in your head. And that's where I come from. And what I mean by that, I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about adding that value. And I also understand, just like myself, at one point in time, majority of the people in this country are ignorant when it comes to food. We weren't taught that in school. And we taught growing up, milk does a body good, milk mustache. That's one of the leading causes to diseases, cancer, decrease your immune system. The list goes on and on. So my advice to anybody who hears this as it relates to, okay, I know I need to eat better. I know I need to eat certain things. I don't know what to do, or I don't just have that fight in me to make sure I get it done. Hire somebody who's going to verbally put their foot in your behind.
Yeah.
Who's going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Who's going to do like I did with my client. And I texted, I said, don't worry about it. I see you on Tuesday. I already got her workout.
He said Tuesday, 7 a.m. I saw it.
Yeah, and then she shared it. And then I reshared it again. But outside of that, I had a conversation with her. We spoke on the phone. And don't get me wrong, she's not doing bad because she's in the beginning stages. She's only like 2 weeks in. So I have not even had enough time to really get here into the biggest important muscle, which is her brain, her mindset.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying, Carl. Yeah, bro. Get a coach. Get somebody who's going to guide you. And it doesn't have to be somebody one-on-one. It could be somebody virtually, somebody who is always preaching that particular word that you can tap into on YouTube, whatever, who disrupts your spirit in the right way. And once you find that person or entity, stay connected with it.
I'm glad you said that, brother. Because as we were talking, as I told you before, I got a challenge for you. I was sitting here thinking before this started, right?
Man, what's the challenge?
Man, because I'm like, I want to challenge you to do something before this episode. So this episode is going to drop in 4 weeks because you week 5, right?
Gotcha.
So this episode is going to drop in 4 weeks. By the time this episode drops, right, I want people to be able to click on a link in the description and go to a 21-day challenge from you that they can do virtually, that they will pay for, that they and we can talk about it. We can partner on it. We can make money together with this.
I say less. I like
But what I want it to be is something simple. We're not talking about changing everything about them, but you talked about something real quick was the discipline piece.
Mm-hmm.
It's implementing that, getting a habit going. And I think we could do it. Challenges are a new thing now in business. And especially when it comes to entrepreneurs, well, I think we figure out a way to make it simple, make it easy to get started so people see quick results. One of the reasons I have my program 4 days to launch is to help people get the quick results so that they believe that it's possible for them.
Right.
Because like you said, so many of us think that it's impossible. They think that they'll never be able to get back to that, or they'll never able to get to it where they never were. But again, I watch your stories. I see the drastic change. I mean, I look at Robin that we went to high school with. She was competing.
Yes.
We got some of the same homies between
6-pack and all.
I
said 6-pack and all.
That was like 8. that was like, but like, we know Kelly, we know Venus, these are folks, Keith Young. I mean, these are folks that they make it happen. And, Kelly and Venus are mothers, full-time moms, so it's like, they ain't so what I think is if we set something up where people can click the link below, and hopefully by now we probably already got people in it by the time they see this, but they can click it, and it's a 21-day challenge, you know what I'm saying, where they hear from you every day virtually. They ain't even like one-on-one type of thing, but it's a group thing. It's a bunch of people together. They seeing results, they posting results, they loving what's happening, and we'll even give them a, hey, you could lose X amount of, like, there was a point where I lost 15 pounds in 21 days. This was 2 months ago, and I wasn't trying that hard. It's certainly I decided I was going to do it every day. I decided I was going to do this. Just like, I'm doing this and I'm throwing away this. I'm doing this. I'm throwing away this. I'm doing this. And I'm throwing away this. I'm not eating this. I think if we build that, it'll help change the culture, man.
No, that's definitely more than doable. Even more needed. And I love how you stress the fact of keeping it simple, because I know when it comes to fitness and doing something that you haven't done before, we tend to kind of mentally overcomplicate it. Think too much, too hard. No, to really keep it simple. It's a saying I like to say, keep it simple and easily duplicatable.
Yeah.
So now when you keep it simple, you can do it. Now you're in a position to teach, pass that success torch to other people in your life, etc. So yeah, so that's something we can definitely do. I'm all in. I'm excited about it. I was like, what is this challenge about? So let's go.
Let's go.
The biggest thing is just not encouraging, but getting people to believe that, they can do it. The way God designs our body, there's no age limit to where you cannot become the best version of yourself.
Yep.
I don't care if you're 90 years old, 4 years old, 30 years old, doesn't matter. You can always make the decision, you know what? I'm going to be my best today. And then the next day you go out your way to do better than you were the previous day. Better your best. So I'm definitely down for that. Challenge accepted. Let's go. We're collab on it. And we want to see how many people we can encourage to join the challenge. And I'm pumped up. I love it. So we want to collab on this.
So today is the 24th. So this episode, what happens is I don't really control this. Like my assistant, when they see something drop, they go, they edit, they put it in the schedule. Gotcha. So like I have no control on when this joint drops. I know when it's going to drop, but I can't control it. And I've told myself I'm not going to tell them not to do something to make it convenient for me, right? So it will be dropping on the 21st. Yep, because it did that. Yep. So on the 21st, this is dropping. And that means, so y'all who are watching this, click below. Today's July 24th.
Click.
But you can click below on August 21st. We're telling you right now, and this is not going to be edited, not going to be cut out, not going to be changed, none of that. August 21st, Click below. There's a challenge. You can join us. It's a 21-day challenge that we're going to start. We're going to get you right. We're going to get you better. You're going to get right, but we're at least going to get you better.
And it's going to, and it's no, we're going to get you right. Because once you're getting better, that's you getting right. Yeah. Once you're getting better, once you start to progress and get better, this right here is what's going to change. And to everybody that's going to see this, I promise you, follow my lead, you follow the challenge, you will see results. This is something I've done with my clients, different types of challenges. Right now, I'm actually in an inch loss challenge with most of my clients, to where we've already measured their waistline last month, and they have 2 months to see who's going to lose the most amount of inches. So, of course, they're excited about that. They're posting their meals in our accountability group on Facebook, taking pictures, things of that nature. So everything I'm going to give everybody is going to be quality work. I'm going to give you direction on not necessarily just what to do, exercises, etc., but also what to eat, the different types of foods, giving people options. Because I love people taking a lifestyle approach, not necessarily a trend. It can get real mundane, eating the same thing over and over again. But when you have options, now it's more of a lifestyle. Okay, I don't want to eat this. Maybe I want to go the chickpea route. Maybe I want to do this. I want to do that. So I'm going to give you guys all of that. All you will have to do is one thing: work the plan. You're going to plan to work. You work the plan.
There we go. So look, bro, we about to close out, but anything you want to plug for the people? How can they reach you, contact you, all that
Also,
good stuff?
definitely stay connected to Carl. As far as reaching out to me, I'm on Instagram. So my Instagram is Bangin Fitness. That's my personal training company, which is BANGN Fitness, FITNESS_. You can also find me on Facebook, Dauda Bangura Jr. You'll see my picture. And yes, and at the end of the day, pick my brain. I'm not somebody that charges for, regular information, things as it relates to food, exercises, things like that. So I love just adding that value to people's lives. I have a lot of information to give, so definitely pick my brain. And if you're in the area looking for a coach, looking for a trainer, slide in my DMs. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation.
And so, like I said, y'all, these are my friends with businesses, and I know y'all gonna benefit. So join us for the challenge. Yeah. Click the link below. And I'm going to have Coach Bangura back on, because the next time we come, we're going to talk about how you can help your pets. I'm going to tell y'all, my dog, Marley, had a torn MCL at 10 years old, could not walk up downstairs. The vet wouldn't do surgery, all this type of stuff. I hit him up. He said, give him this, give him this, give him this. Within a week, he was back to running. And been running ever since. It's been a year.
Let's go, Marley.
So that's the next time we come. We're gonna talk about that.
Bro, I help people and dogs live longer and healthier. That's what I do. So yeah,
that's what we do.
If you got a dog, you do not want to miss that episode. Trust me on that.
Man, you do not. Yo, Coach Bangura Jr., Dauda, my man. Yo, thank you for coming through, man. We made some magic today. Y'all, please click the link below. Join our challenge. Let's all get fit together as we moving forward. You know what I'm saying? If you need to reach out, you need that personal trainer, need that one-on-one, hit him up. He's very reasonable, but you will get results. He's a results-based trainer. So, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Friends with Businesses.
Carl, appreciate it, man. Thank you, bro.
Most definitely, brother. We're going to holler at you later. Peace, y'all.
All right, y'all.